Identity security company 1password recently announced that they surpassed $400 million in annual recurring revenue while remaining cash flow positive. Here to break down the details and also talk about the evolution of the company is 1password CEO David Fogno. David, welcome to NYSE Live.
Thanks for having me.
So before we dive into the news, what is 1password?
So 1password is a way to help people stay safe as they interact digitally online, helping them stay productive while also staying safe, either as individuals, as consumers, or as employees. It's really about protecting people's secrets, their credentials, and other secrets in an increasingly hostile world. We are built on a zero knowledge basis, which means we can't see your credentials, and therefore, we're providing maximum protection for you. But we're also making your life easier as you navigate, again, either as an individual or as an employee. And that's what we've always been about.
So if I'm a user, where am I going? How am I logging in? How does it work? And what information am I providing?
Yeah, so if you're a user, a consumer user, for example, you'll not only have all the login and password information for all of your websites that you regularly access, and those are extremely strong and unique passwords because we auto-generate that and we autofill them when you need them, but always presented in a fully encrypted manner. And so we use biometrics on the device to make sure that we know you are who you are, and then we can deliver those very secure credentials in a fully encrypted way into it. But it's more than just passwords and logins. It's all the information that you might need to share digitally: credit card information, social security numbers, healthcare information about your family. And then you can share that information across groups that matter to you, with your partner, with your family, with your parents. That sort of dynamic nature of all the different secrets and information that people interact with the internet with digitally, having it all in one place, making sure it's super secure and easily retrievable, just saves people time and mitigates risk.
All right, and you recently announced that 1password surpassed $400 million in annual recurring revenue while remaining profitable. What is driving that momentum?
Yeah, what we've seen over the last several years is more and more businesses have required capabilities of 1password to solve their problems, not just on the consumer side. Now, 80% of our business is selling to companies, and that represents companies of all sizes, including 30% of the Fortune 100. 180,000 businesses count on 1password to help keep their employees safe as they go about doing their work. And that's really been driven by the way that the world has changed and the way work has changed and workflows have changed. And it's required a new approach to identity and access security, and we've been there to answer the call.
All right, and 1password has been known for password management, but I understand the company has evolved beyond that. Can you talk a little bit about that and share what's fueling your next stage of growth?
Yeah, identity and access management and governance systems of the past were really built for a different way of working in a different world. That accelerates dramatically with the introduction of AI and the way that applications work. We use the term non-deterministic. The AI agents that work on behalf of people, they're given tasks at a high level, and they have to figure out how they're actually going to accomplish those tasks. And because of that, they need very, very different kind of access to resources. And it needs to be traceable, revocable, manageable. And so there's a whole new approach to providing access securely that comes about as it relates to the introduction of AI into workplaces. And so we've got relationships and partnerships. 2/3 of the Forbes AI are our customers, and increasingly all the big AI players are our customers and partners. And we're working together with that ecosystem to redefine the way identity works and really add that trust layer into these AI workflows, so that these tools can actually accomplish what they're doing, but do so securely.
All right, and what are some use cases for the AI that 1password is using?
Yeah, so we introduced a capability a few weeks ago called secure agentic autofill. And we did that in partnership with a headless browser company called Browserbase. And that's really gives the headless browser, you can, as a human being, you can delegate a set of tasks to an agent that can run in the cloud. It doesn't have to run local. And we worked with them, partnered with them to make sure that when those agents actually need to access credentials, the human can be brought into the loop in a really, really efficient way, so that those workflows can actually continue without bogging down the person, or the person having to sit behind the screen and watch what's happening. And so it's that ability to make sure the human stays in control, and that the credentials never get set into the browser or into the LLM itself as it goes through the thing. The other thing that we're doing is we're really focused on developers. Now we're seeing increasingly, it's not just software engineers that are writing applications. It's people all across the organization that are leveraging these vibe coding tools to create applications. But those applications need access to databases and systems and other data. They need SSH keys, API keys, and otherwise. And so what horrifyingly a lot of us have seen is people just hard coding these very, very important secrets directly into the workflow logic in the application. So we have relationships with the likes of AWS and their integrations with their secrets manager and with their Kiro IDE. Very disruptive companies like Cursor, where we can actually use our developer tools to inject these secrets into these applications in a fully encrypted way, where again, the agent never sees the credentials. Those credentials are tracked, they're managed, and they're able to be rotated. And so that's a huge piece of what we're ultimately going to build, but it's really building blocks that are already on the cart today, and it's driving a lot of our growth.
All right, David Fogno, CEO of 1password, thank you for joining us, and congratulations.
Thanks for having us. All right.